Burpees are basically 2 exercises, and we're moving up and down through them, a squat and a plank. So we want to make sure that we have the mobility. So I'm going to show you first without it, and then I'm going to show you with the step stool. But the step stool really helps us keep our form, and it doesn't take anything away from the exercise. So please do the variation that works best for you. We're basically going to go into a deep squat, or sort of like a deadlift, but we want to make sure that our back is flat, and when we reach towards the ground, we want to make sure that we're not rounding. The other thing is we want to think about our position, since we're going into the squat with our knees and our toes. So we're going to go down into that squat. We're going to either step it out, come into our plank. So now we're in that second exercise, that plank, and then when we step it back, we want to step back and have our feet flat. So you can see where this is a lot of stretch through my hamstrings and my hips, a reach for my arms. So some of you may feel like you're rounding through your back, or like your heels are lifting up. And what happens when we do those two things is that we're going to round through our back to come up, using our lower back and not using our legs as much as we want to. So if we want to get a whole body exercise and not aggravate our back, that's where I think that the step stool can be really important for your burpees. So if I use that step stool for the modified burpee, I step it out. Much easier to bring those feet flat and to push up through my legs to come back up. We can do both of these with jumps, both of these with a jump out, a jump in, or a jump up. Eliminate any of the jumps that don't feel good. But basically, thinking about it being that squat, my feet are flat on the floor, my back is nice and flat, coming into our plank, pausing in that plank, making sure that as I'm moving through these and doing my set, every time you step or jump your feet out, make sure that your shoulders aren't starting to creep behind your wrist. You should always keep your shoulders over your wrist for your burpees.